Hello, beautiful friends. Let's talk about the experience of learning belly dance, because I think a lot of you have this expectation of what it's going to look like when you actually sign up for a belly dance class. And I want to help calm any nerves that may be happening, or even some misconceptions that may be happening about how there's this glamorous life of being a belly dancer. So, let's first talk about your class experience. My job as a teacher, and I've talked to you a lot about my job, but my job as a teacher is to help you feel welcome inside of the class. And I've talked about this inside of another video that I've done about creating safety within the class. It is truly welcoming you into the class so you feel like you belong as you are right now. Not with changing anything, not with losing weight, not with being more extroverted, not with being happy, not with like, oh, I've always wanted to learn belly dancing. No, just as you are, welcoming you into the class and then just really allowing you to be yourself as you learn belly dancing. Because believe me, when I tell you this, it's really, really true. When I teach you belly dancing, yes, you are learning belly dancing, but what I'm really teaching you is how to believe in yourself, how to keep going when things get hard within the class or conversations inside your head about your body get really difficult because it's this inner critic that just won't let down. And so you're just constantly being in your brain instead of in your body. And what I want you to know is that when you're in my class, I teach you how to be in your body and in your mind when it best serves you. So sometimes thinking too much about something really doesn't help at all when you learn belly dance. But then sometimes we have to do the thinking before we start moving in order for you to belly dance the way that you want, or even show up in class the way that you want. So, one of the things that's really important is to welcome you as you are into the class so you can really start to accept the information, be with other people in the class. Even though I hold all of my classes virtually, it is so fun to talk to other people before class starts if you want to. So this is always at the level of your comfort. And yes, do I challenge you sometimes because I feel like it's the dialogue in your head that is getting in the way in the moment? Absolutely. But I also know when you're like, I just need a break. A lot of the time because you tell me, and I love that you are in such dialogue with me. And then many times I am very equipped to read your body cues. The other thing that happens is that you have the ability to turn your camera on and off, which is, I think, really important because it really gives you the control in your level of safety within my belly dance class. This is why I love having virtual classes. There's a lack of stimuli physically in your space, and I'm not saying live and in-person classes aren't something that you should do. I highly recommend that you do them at some point. But right now, as I'm teaching virtually, I found so many benefits to helping you get what you need out of the class. Turning the camera on and off, allowing you to have time to decompress, time to stretch, then jump back into us learning belly dance. And you also get to just control that aspect as well as how much you comment, how much you ask questions. And really, there's no right or wrong way to be in my classes. And so I know a lot of you are like, oh, should I learn belly dance with Samantha? Everything is virtual, everything's online. How is she going to help me with this? How am I gonna get what I need out of the class? Look, I've been teaching for a very long time, and I've been working with a camera for a very long time. You can go back on my YouTube channel all the way to 2010, and I was filming then. And it's like 13, almost 14 years ago, but it's so exciting that I've been practicing it for this long. And I am very amazing at teaching through a camera while you learn via Zoom. And so some of you are like, how is she going to teach me? I want the in-person experience, or I want to make sure that on my body I get to correct it. I teach you all of that. This is part of me welcoming you into the class just as you are, without you needing any kind of previous experience. I am here to help you through that entire process. That is part of what I love to do. That is part of how I best support you, is really you just being allowed to take a belly dance class because you want to, for whatever reason, and to be in the class and feel safe enough to try the material, to see what's going on in our head that stops us from loving our body or stops us from learning the belly dance move. So I teach you to believe in yourself. I teach you how to feel comfortable and have control. I create the space for you to feel welcome. And the one thing that I definitely don't want to overlook that I help you really achieve is really learning how to keep going. And I know it seems really like, what do you mean by keep going? Or that seems like such a silly thing. But how many times have you quit on yourself? How many times have you set yourself up to be perfect, only realizing that every single time you attempt to do something, you keep falling short? And it's not because you're not able to do it, but it's really about setting yourself up to help yourself succeed, right? And I teach my students, this is how I keep going. This is how I've been dancing for 17 years in belly dance alone. I was dancing way before this, right? So it's like decades of me dancing, and why I'm still able to keep moving my body safely and with long-term thoughts about my body and dancing. I teach you how to keep going. I teach you how to not quit on yourself because you believe that you can do it, because you believe that you have the capability to do all these beautiful things. So if you are wondering whether or not you should take my class, the answer is hell yes. Hell yes, you should, because I am here to help you and be in service of you. And the level of detail that I pay attention to in my classes is not because I'm like, oh, look at me and how great I am. No, I know I'm phenomenal. I'm not trying to prove that inside of a class. What I put into the classes is there to help protect your experience, to help serve you, support you, encourage you, love you, so that way you can start working on what you want to work on within belly dancing, whether it's just getting in touch with your body again, whether it's having a really nice positive relationship with your body, or even just body neutrality. If it's toning your belly, there's the belly dancer coming out. If it's toning your belly, if it's just getting movement in because you sit at a desk all day, right? Everything I do is built to be in service of you because it is all about you. And the more I talk to my students, and I have an upcoming interview with some of my students, I'm so excited to share this with you. The more I talk to my students about how they know they're loved and taken care of, it's the attention to detail that they feel in the class. And I want you to know that I'm paying attention to those details for you. So I want you to come and join my membership. I want you to come and take my class. You will be welcomed with big ass open arms and lots of virtual hugs. And if you are scared to join, it is okay. Bring that fear along. You don't have to make that scare or that fear go away. I'm here to hold your hand during this process as much as you want to have your hand held, and I'm going to love and encourage you all of the way. So check out my link. I would love for you to join my membership and be amongst all the other women in the classes who are getting at what they want with belly dancing and all of the beautiful things with their body. I look forward to seeing you soon. Let's get started.